Hey guys, today we're gonna be building a fidget spinner using HTML, CSS and a bit of jQuery to add some animations. So it's gonna look something like this, and once we hover we can drag in either direction and it's gonna start spinning. So if I drag down, it's gonna start spinning. Once we hover over it, it's gonna stop. And we can do that with any direction, so top, left, right or bottom. And we can also click on it and it's also gonna start spinning for a few seconds and then it's gonna stop. So if I go back here, I have my index.html, style CSS, and main JavaScript. And then here, the first thing we want to add is a div with a class of spinner. Inside of that, we're going to have a div with a class of body. And inside of body, we're going to have a single image, and we're just going to add fidget spinner for all text. And I'm going to get the image here. Also, the image is going to be linked in the description, so you can get it there. And then after the body here, we want to add another div that's going to be center. And inside of that, we're going to have another div that's going to be center-line. And that's all the CSS we're going to have. So under that, we will need two script tags, and we're going to use script source. And we can copy that one more time. So this one is going to be our main.js, and for the first one we want to link jQuery. So link for that is also going to be in the description, and here we want to link our CSS. So I have project open right here where you can see it. So let's go to our CSS here. And let's add a few styles. So first we want to target all the elements, add the box sizing of border box and remove the margin. Then we can target our body. We're going to have a min height of 100 VH and display flex. Then we have our spinner. So we want to center it. We're just going to add margin auto here. And we're going to add some filter to it, which is going to be drop shadow. So it's going to be 0, 50 pixels, 10 pixel, 333 here. So this is the drop shadow we're going to have on it. Also, let me make this a bit smaller here. Then after the spinner, we have a body div. So this div right here with class name of body is what we're targeting. We're going to have some transition, transform, 1 second, cubic Bezier, 0.42, with 0, with 0 and 2. And here we want to add transform, dash origin, 133 pixels and 140 pixels. Then the next thing here, we have the image inside the body class, and we're just gonna make it 300 pixels. So this is the image right here, this one. Then the next thing we have is the center div, which is also inside our spinner. So we can do spinner.center. We're gonna make it full width, not full width, but 90 pixels in both width and height. We're gonna add a red background. Some border radius of 50%. We're also going to have a border, 4 pixels, outset, and this is going to be some type of gray background or border. You can see here. We're going to make it position absolute. Top is going to be 89 pixels. And we're gonna have left of 86. We're gonna do a transform, rotate, and we're gonna rotate it by 45 degrees here. And we're also gonna add some box shadow. So that's gonna be 0, 5, 10. And we're gonna have this background right here. Then the next thing, we can copy this again. So it's gonna be spinner, center, and then we have div with the class of center dash line. We're gonna make it 100% in width. Height is gonna be 20 pixels. We're gonna add a background, which is gonna be 232323. Position absolute. So this is gonna be a line that we're gonna see here. And then we're gonna do top 50%. And we wanna completely center it, so we're gonna use transform, translate to Y, and we're gonna do minus 50% here. And we also want to add a border radius of 5 pixels, something like that. And then these two classes that we're about to add, we don't have them anywhere here, and we're going to be adding them through Jquery. So these two classes right here. So the first one is going to be pre-spin. We're going to have transform, rotate, minus 80 degrees. And the next class is going to be spin. And we're going to add some animation here. We can call it spin as well. 10 seconds. It's going to be ease out. 0 seconds, 1. And then here we can add keyframes for that. So keyframes, spin. We're going to have 0%, transform, rotate, and it's going to be 0 degrees here. Then we're going to have 95%, and we can just copy this line. And this is going to be 14,410. And then under that we're going to have 98%. Let's copy this again. This is going to be 14,395. And then we're going to have 100%. And let's copy this line again. And for 100%, we're going to have 14,400. So it doesn't have any animation yet because this class doesn't exist, like I said, and we're going to be adding it through Jquery. So the first thing we want to target here is our div with a class of spinner. So if we go to Jquery or JavaScript, we can do spinner here because it's a class. We're going to do .spinner. On mouse enter, we're going to pass in a function, and then we're going to target this div, which has a class of body. So we're going to get that, so that body. We're going to do add class, and we're going to add that class we made, which is pre-spin. And here we want to target that again, so it's going to be .body. .remove class of spin. So these are two classes we made in our CSS. Then here we want to target our spinner again, but in this case it's going to be a mouse sleeve class of function, and then inside of that we're going to target the same thing. So it's going to be .body. But here we want to remove the class first, and we want to remove the pre-spin class. And under that, we can target our body again, and we want to add a class of spin. And then here at the end, we want to target the same thing again, but now we're going to be adding a click event. So it's going to be spinner.click function. And then here we want to target our body, and instead of adding or removing, we're going to use .toggle class, and we're going to toggle class that's pre-spin. And lastly, we want to target the body again, and we also want to toggle class, but the second class we have, which is spin. And now if we go back here and we hover over, let's drag down, so you can see it starts spinning. If we hover back, it stops. If we do the same on any direction, it's going to do the same exact thing. If we click on it, it's going to work the same. That's because of this line right here. And it should stop after a few seconds, so let's wait for that. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.